age of 5, swear been a star that's past size. I couldn't, yeah, since the age of 5, swear been a star that's past size. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues, the journey I took, y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee, straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy, cut it all off, plus some name after my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape, for my destiny awaits for me to be great. And I knew it, so the square had to show improvement. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. It's the past, present, and the future. C-Square, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, yeah, I'm here. C-Square, you should be happy. You should be happy. Finally you now. I'm here. Put a smile on y'all face.
Hello. Man, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's happening? Man, it's been a long time. I'm trying to see if I can get y'all to see my face, but if not, hey, it's all good. We here. We still popping this thing off. And then on top of that, we here, man. It's been the first year for the show. We are here. We doing our thing. We back finally trying to make this thing happen. All these technical difficulties, we gonna get through them. Jump through every hole that we got going on. But hey, it's what it is. And we just gonna keep it doing and what we do. But before we get into anything, I got to say hello to everybody. It's all my features. What's going on? Hello. How y'all doing, man? I am so happy to be on the show tonight because it's been a minute since my anniversary that I've had a chance to even get to y'all, man. I've been so busy, so occupied with so much stuff going on. I wish I could really put all that stuff together. But hey, we here, we rocking and rolling, and it's a blessing as always to be here with you guys, man. I got an awesome treat for y'all tonight. I am about to get into it in just a few minutes. So if y'all just tuning in, if you're tuning in live or if you're tuning into this thing on the replay, you don't want to miss my show tonight. Getting into it tonight with an awesome individual, a young lady by the name of Taracya ANDRA Donald, and I am so geeked and so excited, yet so pumped about this particular episode. Not even episode, conversation. Not even episode, man, conversation. We doing this thing live, how we always do this thing live, right here for you on the Feature with CJ3. You already know what time it is, man. It's Feature Fridays. Can't be more excited and more happy than Feature Fridays popping off tonight, man. You already know how we does it here on the Feature. Right here, we about to make this thing here pop straight off in just a few minutes, man. But you already know how we do this thing, man. If you want to be on the Feature, hit your boy up, man, CJ3 at thefeature.cj3@gmail.com, or hit me up on all the social media outlets, on my Twitter page, Instagram, and on our Facebook page at The Feature with CJ3. I'm on this thing every Friday night, on Friday at 9 p.m. right here on The Feature. You can always catch it right here. And always, please go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts, or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And please donate and support the cause. Please go donate and support the cause. Go donate on Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/RightTouchCJ3, or on Anchor, anchor.fm. .fm/The Feature with CJ3. Alright. Do you see that? Is everybody checking that out? And please go listen and download all my Feature Fridays guests, man, from the past and my present and some that's going to be in the future. Please stay tuned because there is a nugget of knowledge in each conversation waiting for you, man. So, without further ado, I'm about to make this here phone call to Taracya, and we're about to get this thing here popped off. Now, this awesome young lady, this awesome individual, I got to go ahead and get this popped off before I called. Wrote a book that I had to read first before I could bring her on my show. And that's well respected, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, well, that's only fair. In order to bring you out here to talk about something, it's something that's yours and what you do, you're right. Hey, maybe I should read your product first to see before I even bring you out here. Normally it's just me giving people an opportunity about, explaining who they are. But how can I explain who they are if I don't read about what it is really that they do? So I took that time upon myself, and yeah, I made it happen. And I must say, I can't wait to give my review on this book. And we're gonna do it in just a few minutes. I'm gonna give her a phone call right now. She's probably gonna be like, why the hell it took you so long? But it's just the way of how things work. Technical difficulty. Uh-oh. We trying to call her. Let me see. Y'all stay right there. We do shit live right here. I told you. Nothing is hidden. Nothing gets hidden from the show. Nothing does. Hello?
Hello. Hi.
Taracya.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, Mr. CJ3.
Man, what's happening? First off, forgive me for my tardiness. I have to say that because there's a lot of technical difficulties that went on. My computer started to do an update at the wrong time.
It happened.
And I was like, are you serious right now? So that's why, I wasn't responding to nothing because I'm just like, look, okay, this is not the time to be doing this. So we here. Patience is key. Didn't want to panic. Didn't want to, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we are here and we're here to do this, sweetheart. And we are here to feature and pay you all the respect and homage that you need on this Feature Fridays night. Thank you for being my guest tonight on my Feature Friday show tonight. How are you, ma'am?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Man, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, first off, just let the folks know this is an awesome, beautiful lady, first off. And might I say, ma'am, I know I got a way with words, but you have a way with words.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed, man. Like this book, I can't wait to get into it. We just gonna chop it up, me and you. We got to get the folks that know about you, then, we got to talk to the folks that don't know about you so that they can get to know about you too. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we finna just drop this thing off. It's me and you, so it ain't no strangers, nothing like that. Everything is totally unscripted. And yeah, this is my show, so I ask any and everything.
All right, let's do it.
Are you ready? Well, first off, I ask every guest gets this question. Where are you from?
I'm from Duval, baby.
Duval, stand up. Them niggas don't know about the 904, baby.
They don't.
Man,
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yes, please let these folks know about the bag of where we hang.
I pretty much grew up here. I was a military in Jacksonville. I was a military brat, but I went to Northwestern and I graduated from Rains High School.
Man, before we even get to that point, before we even get to Rains, because folks, you just can't throw Rains out around like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For folks, because I ain't got just listeners here in Florida, you feel me? I got folks all around the country. So you just can't throw Rains out there like that. So before we get to that, tell me what the family makeup was like. What was mom like, dad like, sisters, brothers, like what was that whole makeup like?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the oldest of 6 kids.
Okay.
So that tells you how big my family is.
Right.
I grew up mostly with my grandparents. My mom and dad are awesome people. My father was in the military. He was in the Marines for, I think, like 26 years. And I just grew up like I would say I grew up like a gypsy more so. I grew up. I had young parents, so I grew up with everybody.
Right.
I stayed with aunties, cousins. I lived with my grandparents, but I think it made me a well-rounded person. I've been all over the country because I was a military brat, so I've been able to experience different people, and I just love people, and I always have.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Now, I got to ask. Now we can put it in front of them. Being from Jacksonville, having the family that you had, and all the background that comes with that. What high school did you go to?
Well, I didn't go to Rains from ninth grade because I lived in Missouri and Olathe, Kansas, but we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
It finished. I came back home when getting ready to go to 11th grade, so summer of I want to say 99.
Okay.
Summer of 99, I moved back to Jacksonville, and I graduated from the best school in Jacksonville, Rains High School.
Man, listen.
Everyone from class of 2001.
Everybody, shout out William Rains High School in Jacksonville, Florida. And shout out the class of 2001, right?
Right.
Because we got to shout out everybody out from William Rains, man. Listen, I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. And if you just in the state of Florida, if you that have not heard about William Rains High School, this school has produced not just some of the best football players in the country, but just some of the best individuals, period, in the country. And I'm talking about some of the most brilliant, smartest people, and some of the sweetest people too, man. Down home, like real good country folks from William Rains High School, man. One of the best high schools. Football teams, bands, basketball programs. And I played at their high school when I played for Edward Waters College at the graveyard. Many great days at the graveyard. You hear me what I'm saying, Mr. Racing? I know about the graveyard. I know all about the graveyard. I know. So
hey, it's definitely an event going there. So I enjoyed my high school years.
Tell us about your experience though, because everybody's experience at Rains is different. So what was yours like? Was you involved in sports or anything like that? Like what you had going on?
Yeah, I played volleyball.
Okay.
I really did. I did. I played volleyball from 7th grade throughout high school. That was my sport. I played other sports throughout the years. Middle school, I played basketball, and I ran track, and I even cheered like in 10th grade when I lived in Missouri. I tried everything. Everything except softball. I wasn't good at softball at all.
It's all good, love. But man, so you had your moments out there in Kansas, and at the same time, you had your experiences by finishing up all your high school career at Rains. That's what's up. That's cool, man. So after high school, what was next? Like, what did you decide to do after high school?
So after I will mention that I did a lot of theater when I lived in other places.
Mm-hmm.
So after high school, I just worked. I had a kid, 20. Shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to J-Boog.
He actually got a scholarship to Bowling Green University, so I do want to shout him.
Hey, congratulations.
But I just worked and I did the mom thing for a really long time, and when I turned 28, that's when I started writing. So yeah, I was a late bloomer actually.
Okay.
Into writing and things like that. I didn't even like English in school.
But you know what? Sometimes we pick up our vocabulary and our words, man, from just around the way. And and so, just as far as our dialect and our English content, that's just stuff that just comes and just rolls off our tongue, as gifted as we are as black people. And man, might I say, you definitely have some writing skills, girl. I'm talking about very well. I gotta give it to you. I got to, man. You did attend Florida State College in Jacksonville for a little second, huh? I did. Actually, I'm still at Florida State. Okay, okay. I actually graduated the end of this year. Hey! Yes, sir. Congratulations. Like I said, I guess I was a late bloomer. So man, listen. But I'm on with it. Man, listen, what's for you is for you, and nobody can take it away from you because that's what God designed to have for you, man. So at the end of the day, this is not just a conversation about letting people know about who you are, but also possibly even out there to inspire somebody right now to let them know, hey, it is never too late to do the things that you said that you want to do in life. Absolutely. Like I said, I was blessed with this gift at 28. I'm now a published writer. I'm getting ready to come out with my second book. So it's never too late as long as you have the drive to do it and move with the intent to make your dreams happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how you do that, I think. You have to always move with the intent no matter what obstacles come your way. You still keep pushing forward. Absolutely, man. Congratulations. You say you finish up at the end of this year? Yes. My last class is fall. Is in the fall. I take my 2 classes in the summer, 1 in the fall, and I will be yeah. Well, congratulations are due in advance, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, writing. What made you want to get into writing? Well, the story goes like this. I was in a really horrible relationship. Okay. And one night I prayed to ask God to give me something nobody could take away. I felt like everything around me was being taken away. And the next day I wrote my first short story, and it happened just like that. It wasn't the next week. It wasn't 2 months later. It was literally the next morning I wrote my next short story. I don't know where it came from. It just came. And wow. That's why I say my gift is definitely a blessing. Wow. So just go through some bad relationship shit, and then all of a sudden, you know what? I'm gonna write me a short story about this. I don't think it was quite like that, but I think it was something that I needed at the time. Right. Writing actually helped me escape from things that were around me. I think it was like a security blanket for me at the time, and I wrote a few short stories, and this book that you read was supposed to be a short story, and I looked up like 3 weeks later, and I had already had 3 chapters, so I was like, whoa, I think I got a book. I didn't even know I was writing a book. I started writing it. Wow, man, that's when you know that you got something good, when it feels good to you, you don't even realize that you're writing that, man. That's when you know you're enjoying something. Now, you're writing, and all of a sudden you finish up this book called Blind Ambition, The Tale of Two Lovers. Now, before I even go off into the book, I got to ask. First off, I got to let my readers know, my listeners know, if you are a reader, this book is a 5-star rated book on Amazon. First off, number one, that's the kicker right there. Like, this ain't no bullshit ass read, and this is from a lot of people. And I have had to do more research within it. And listen, when I even approached you about being on my show, you demanded, boy, before I do anything, you got to read my book. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll read your book. But just spite of myself. But then at the time when I got the book, I actually took the time to read the pages. It's not that I couldn't put it down. I didn't want to put it down. Oh wow. And when you got me hooked on something that, you normally can't really get me to sit down and read anything unless it's some instructions to put something together, or or something like that, or a text message, email. But to read a book, and let alone a love story, for the fellas, you may be like, oh, nigga, you all mushy. No, like, listen. This book, I don't give a fuck if you the thuggest of thugs or you the, softest of pillows. This book is a very, not just well written book, but it's a well detailed written book.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sweetheart, you can literally see everything happening as you're reading this book. Like, you have to tell the people where the hell Blind Ambitions even came from. Because this book is phenomenal.
Well, what I wanted, the main thing that I wanted to do with the book is to make my reader feel like they were a fly on the wall. Like, I wanted to make them feel like they were in it, they were feeling it, so that was my goal the whole time. That's why I think I made it so detailed, and I think that was one of my goals going in when I thought it was just going to be a short story.
Right.
Make a person read it and actually feel the wind blowing while they're reading, So that was my goal. And I guess I accomplished that.
Yeah, you did that shit. So you accomplished that one. Because this book is high dollar, man. This book is very, very good. The characters in the book are so real. They are so real. Oh my gosh. If you don't relate or can't find something in each character that you can relate to for yourself, or something that you yourself, not for yourself, but just people that you know or people that you're around. This book really puts you and puts them in your mindset, and you really become these people's friends. In this book, you be wanting to help buddy. You know what I'm saying? You be wanting to help old girl. You know what I'm saying? And, like, don't you get it? Yeah, but the book is phenomenal, man. Sam Douglas in the book. Oh my gosh, she is. Listen, everybody knows a chick like this, or has had a vision of a chick like this. And the brother, man, like, and I felt like I was him in the book, by the way. So, oh man, that brother was me. That brother was me. He was too cool of a brother not to be CJ3, man. I'm just be honest. Yeah, I was able to identify myself with the characters. That's how I was able to really get through the book. I was like, okay, this is really good. Like everything. And I'm gonna go ahead. Like, there's no secrets in this book. Like, even the sex scenes, sex parts in the book. Like, when you read them shits, like, you really be listen. You really be in the book, Jack. Like, I'm serious.
That was the goal. When it comes to Samantha, I wanted her to not be she was either going to be light or piggy.
Right.
In the book. So it's important to identify with that, because there's so many women who feel like, people period, that feel like they don't need anyone but themselves.
Right.
Feel capable, and that's all they want to. They don't want to be around other people. They don't feel like relationships are necessary because they provide everything for themselves. As you know, Samantha looks at everyone as a help. So, she has a lot of growing to do in the book.
Yes. But she does get through it, and in a way that is like so. Listen, but I'm not gonna tell everything. But listen, she goes through some things to get to that place, though. She goes through some things to get to that place. But the book is phenomenal. Congratulations on this book. Congratulations even on the 5-star ratings and stuff that I got a chance to really read about. Like, all your reviews was just like high dollar. And I was like, if I get my review, I'm keeping it on my show.
Well, thank you.
And you got it.
It's on Amazon.
Yes. Definitely. If you get a chance, y'all, listen, y'all got to go get this book. Blind Ambition. This motherfucker needs to be a movie.
You're not the first person that has told me that. I hope one day, someone will want to turn it into a movie. I'm absolutely open to it.
Man,
they deserve to be on.
It definitely deserves. It is. Listen, this book is movie worthy. Speaking of movies, you write screenplays.
I do just recently.
Yes.
Last year and a half, I started writing. First I started out. It was a script first. For a movie called One Way Out. It's actually on my IMDb.com. So we are reshooting for that. Shout out to Brother Trevor Productions. And now I am co-writing a new movie. It's called Ready to Love. And I will also be making my directorial debut as the director of that movie. It's basically it's loosely based on a reality show, and we do have comedian Billy Sorrell, and he'll be in the movie as one of our characters, and we'll be casting later this month. Also, shout out to David Dixon, who will be in the movie as well. He was on the reality show Ready to Love.
Okay. Man, listen, man, y'all gotta pay attention. This young lady is working on some big stuff with the IMDb credits. About to add director to the IMDb credit box. Just stuff to check out.
It's coming. We're in pre-production right now. We're still working on the script, so we got a lot of work to do, but it's definitely coming.
It's definitely coming. It's definitely on the way. And it's definitely in contentions on already making some things happen, man. That is awesome. That is phenomenal. I'm bugged out too on some things, even with movies, because I submitted a track to you for your movie that you're working on.
Well, yes, you did. And you ended up getting the track on my homegirl's project, Next Lifetime.
Yes.
Jacoby Chantel. Jacoby Chantel Entertainment. Her Next Lifetime will actually be out around the summer. We don't actually have a date just yet, but I'm an extra in her movie, so I'm excited.
Man, this is not even just the excitement about you being the extra. I'm just excited that a brother even got some of his work right now in a movie. And thanks to you, I thanked you already privately, but I'm thanking you worldwide right now. Once again, on this awesome opportunity for me, like dead ass, like seriously, man, like you don't know what this has done, not just for me, professionally, but me morally too,
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, all I did was play it for her. She liked it. So.
And that's how simple shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how things happen sometimes. Like, and that to me is the ultimate thing that I can ever ask. The ultimate compliment for you even hearing my beats. You had to like in order for her to even want to hear it to say, "Hey, I think I got something you may like."
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it takes that, and I think that was honestly one of the greatest examples of just black people or black business helping black people in black businesses. I didn't ask for that. I didn't even think of that. You did, and you recommended me to somebody else, and they liked what they heard, just like that. And that's the thing that I've been trying to let people know about products and services. Like you provided a service to me that, damn it, I wasn't even, acting. You acted as the agent in it. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate it. I'll send you my invoice.
please do, because you definitely get a piece of that. So like for real. So like I'm in all honesty and sincerity, like truly thank you once again for that opportunity, because that really set the stage and the tone for me of whatever and everything that I'm doing right now musically in my career. So that whole ordeal, that whole little opportunity, I graciously do thank you and appreciate you again.
Absolutely.
Next lifetime, bitches, go out there and watch it when it comes out.
Yes, yes. I can't wait. I'm gonna be hopefully I'll make the premiere, and I'm gonna be up there like I was in the whole movie.
I know that's right. I may need to know the premiere date. I'm coming up there just with my little scenes, my little song playing in the scene. I want to be there too.
Right.
That's my song. That's my song. That's how I'm gonna be.
Right. That's me right there.
That's me right there. That's me. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. Now, break it down for the folks as far as like you being a spoken word artist. Like, how did you get into doing spoken word?
Oh my God.
Right.
So,
that part.
a lot of people don't know this. The first time I was on stage was the very first time I was ever on stage. And it was at Moses West. It was at Moses West Sex on Stage. He would do these Sex on Stages like every 3 months. And I called my boy that I went to school with, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, Tony, do you think I could get on stage? And he was like, I'll see. And I know Moses and all the other poets, me from a can of paint. But I ended up going up really late that night because, like I said, it was my first time. I think they knew it was my first time. But I actually did all right. And then I started going up open mic nights and doing horribly. And then I started getting better. And then I started doing, actual shows and being asked to do shows and, being asked to feature. So it changed. Things changed, and I started getting into other things. So poetry was probably just the door that opened for me. It definitely has never been my end goal, but I love being on stage. I love making people smile, and I love when people enjoy my poems. So it's definitely something that I don't mind getting on. I still don't mind getting on stage for free to do, because I do so much other stuff. I love doing poetry, though. I actually have a show in San Antonio June 13th.
All right, San Antonio, she coming your way on the 13th of June. Shit, hey, you know me, I'm all spontaneous with that. Can we get something from you tonight here?
Sure.
Hey, features, all my features out there, give some likes, some loves right now. Like right now, for this opportunity, we're about to hear on the spot, Taracya, ANDRA.
A fire has awakened in the depths of my belly. It feels like a rumbling of an active volcano close to boiling over, and I have no idea which way the lava is going to flow. It's that feeling you get right before the first day of school because your shoe game is out of control. It's that excitement you feel for your favorite team winning the championship game and the opponent's kickers to blame. Because it's that feeling you get right before something big is about to happen and the outcome can go either way. It's that feeling of being unsure, hopeful, and nervous all at the same time. And it's that time for me to step on stage. I take a deep breath and I walk slowly to the mic because I got to get my life right. And I'm thinking, damn, these lights are bright and my chest feeling tight. I begin to speak. Oh, no, don't choke. I got to go for broke. I got to get myself together and get right. And the crowd is intrigued by my tenacity. Suddenly, I'm in a place of capability. And y'all feeling me. Many listen with interest, some with no intent, because most people aren't into this poetry shit. And if you're just tuning in, it was probably an accident. But don't worry, I'll just continue to spit. Some people rhyme just to kill time. I fill my time with dope verses and clever lines. I ink my soul onto something that folds, something that holds my life soul. Because poetry is my breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. And what do they say? You are what you eat. And while others count sheep, I count syllables to help me sleep. I wake up at 6 a.m. to speak poetry. My son is a writer, so I breathe poetry. I go to work and I recite poetry. I work my magic like a wizard when it's comes to this poetry. And when the scroll unfolds, exposed will be the blood, sweat, and tears I put into every stroke. I cloak myself like one of the Deathly Hollows. I cloak myself into what is. I'm not a singer, but I guess you can say I got the poetry to birth poetry. I twist adjectives with cognitive skills, define action verbs, the rebirth words, the verbing antonyms and synonyms. And if your anonym ain't feeling what I'm saying, you know what I'm sending them with no evidence left behind. And I'll stop right there.
Hey! What? Y'all heard it. Spit. So clean, clear, nigga, not even one stutter or other, young son. All here on the feature. Baby girl, that was amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
Man, hey, give me some likes, some loves right now for my baby girl Taracya. DeAndra on that one, boy. Okay, you heard him right now. Let me know what's happening. That was impressive as hell, girl. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Man, my pleasure. So, what's your inspiration behind you writing some of the things that you write? What do you find like a lot of your motivation and inspirations from?
Okay, so when it comes to my poetry, most of my poetry is a lot of things that I've been through in my life. So I reflect on those things when I'm ready to talk about them. I pretty much write a poem about them. So I will be having a book coming out probably next year, which will be Poetry is My Therapy. And I'll take you all through that time where I needed to write in order to just make it through the day some days. So my poetry comes from my heart. My poetry comes from my experience. My writing is completely creative. It's for me at the time, it was fantasy for me because that's not how I was being treated. So my book was definitely a reflection of the opposite of how I was actually being treated in life. So I kind of, like I said, lose myself in that book. I lost myself in that book because that's how I wanted to be treated at the time. And that's why that book is like it is. If you can tell, he caters to her. She notices things that no one else notices about her. Mm-hmm. So I think that's important in that book to understand that being with someone isn't just being with them, but it's also knowing what they need.
Absolutely.
In a sense.
Absolutely. Man, wow. Great.
And my next book is just straight fun. It's a book of erotic short stories and poems and love stories and love poems. So it's just fun. It's called Encounters, Sexual Explicit. Mm-hmm. So some of them are really short. You might want to just open it up and read it on lunch. Other ones are longer. Some of them are tied together. But you're going to love the characters in that book. It's a lot of them. Some of the stories intertwine. We'll be talking about like the essence of love, the essence of a relationship, of communication. We just go into all different types of encounters in the next book.
Man, that's what's up. Encounters, the next book, y'all get ready for it. It's coming for y'all. Coming from my girl, Taracya Donald, author of Blind Ambition, screenplay writer, spoken word artist, movie director debuting real soon. And man, like this is and agent. I gotta add that to to your list.
Agent. Oh, you know, I am a film. I'm a film literary and financial consultant. So,
right. She does that.
Just to put that on top of everything else. So
yes.
You need a muse for a book or
out, do you have anything you want to say to the young women out there? Because you are definitely a role model, believe it or not, for a lot of young women out here who don't even know that they have this gift in them, and let alone, to a lot of young women out there who don't realize that it's just never too late to do the things that you want to do. Um, but is there anything that you want to add to, or just tell or inspire the young women and men out there, who may be just looking for some type of hope or inspiration and trying to get their work out there?
What I would say to everyone is that sometimes you gotta take the loss to win. Sometimes it seems like you're not going to get through whatever you're going through, but I always believe that there's a lesson in everything that you go through, every obstacle that you have. You just have to continue to move with the intent and understand that there's a lesson to be learned. And once your lesson is learned in that situation that you're in, whether it's a rut, whether it's a writer's block, whatever it is, you have to keep moving forward. And sometimes you have to take the loss. Sometimes you have to accept the loss, acknowledge it, but you have to move forward. So I would say move with the intent with what you want out of life, and it'll come to you. Honestly, it will. Awesome. If you think positive, you will be positive. It all starts with how you think about certain situations. So it's really not the situations we go through, but it's how we handle those situations.
Man, beautifully and nicely well put, young lady. Tracy, this has been awesome, man. I thank you so much for coming out here sharing your stories.
Thank you.
I thank you so much for sharing that awesome book, Blind Ambitions. Thank you for making me read. How about that? Like, just all that.
You're welcome. Well, I have to give people a disclosure about my book because people think it's just a love story, but it's very more graphic.
Yes. Listen.
So that's why I urge you to read it before you just say, come on. So, as you read it, I'm very pleased that you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you allowing me to be on your show. This is fun.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, I have to let the folks, our folks know, like, the good works that are definitely taking place out there. And this is truly one of them. I mean, I'm really, really, I'm proud of myself that I took the time to actually read your book and, like, really give it the benefit of the doubt. Because I do some people shit wrong. I ain't gonna lie about it. I will. If I just don't want to do it, I just won't do it. I just want to read it, or I just don't want to hear it, or whatever. But no, I'm really, really glad I took the liberty in reading this, because if you can't never really judge the book by its cover, and that's really true. And you have to just really open up those pages, and you see all those words, and you be like, oh God, I don't feel like going through all these words to get to the story. But oh man, once you get into the words and the story that's in those words in that book, you would definitely want to read every word. You would definitely. And I'm so excited about it. I would like to give a shout out to my aunt, Sharon Lawrence. She is awesome. I call her Missy Shay. She stays on top of me with my books and deadlines and everything. She's also helping me publish. So I have to actually, tell her, like, she is absolutely my rock, and she is so encouraging. So thank you, Auntie, if you're listening. Yes, thank you, Auntie Shay. All that. But again, thank you so much for coming on, sweetheart. But before I let you go, man, I gotta get into it. I do it to everybody. I don't care who you is. It's my Would You Rather segment of my show. And this is the part of the show where I ask you a series of questions. Where you tell me, would you rather this or would you rather that? Is you ready? All right. Let's do it. Would you rather write a screenplay for an upcoming hot movie or be the director of an upcoming hot movie? I know I be doing it to y'all. I'm sorry.
I would rather write because I'm more familiar with writing, and but directing sounds really fun.
I'm sure it does to you. Yes, indeed. Now, would you?
I'm gonna go with directing.
You go with directing? Oh, okay.
Directing.
Okay. Now, would you rather write a movie that would star Angela Bassett, or write a movie that's going to star Tiffany Haddish? Two different types of movies, two different types of people, and you know the type of person that you are because you got some funny ass TikToks.
I knew you was going to bring up the TikTok. Actually, I would rather be on set with Angela Bassett. I feel like it's so much knowledge and wisdom there. And I mean, it's Angela Bassett.
Right.
Like I feel like I might be able to run into Tiffany Haddish.
I mean, I ran into you in the streets, like I just see you. I can't get the Angela. I see you. Yeah, see. Right. That's what's up. Now, would you rather receive an Golden Globe for writing a TV series, or would you rather receive a Writers Guild Award for writing a book?
I would rather receive a Golden Globe. Because that's my dream to be a sitcom writer.
Okay.
I feel like that's job security, and you get to go to work every day. You still get to go to work, and write and things like that. So it's not just like a one and done like films are. So I would want to do the TV series definitely.
All right, cool. Now, this is for all those folks from Jacksonville, and this is for all, because you live in Texas, right? Houston, right?
I am in San Antonio.
I'm sorry, you're in San Antonio. My bad, San Antonio. But either way, everything's big in Texas, regardless of wherever you are. And I know that rib barbecue places are so big in Texas. Would you rather have a barbecue rib sandwich from one of them spots that you go to up in San Antonio, or one of them down home Jenkins barbecue sandwiches from JV?
Well, I don't know I haven't had Jenkins in so long, but I'm going to tell you that there's no barbecue place in San Antonio that is better than any barbecue place in Jacksonville.
That's what I'm talking about. You gonna go ahead and you gotta keep it real for the folks and let these folks know.
It's not the same.
Listen, y'all just heard it here first. She just broke it down for y'all. There's no barbecue better. I don't give a fuck where you at. Better than barbecue in Florida. It's been said. Taracya just broke it down for us. Baby girl, this has been fun as hell. Let the people know how they can follow you, find you, contact you, all that good stuff. All your handles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff.
Well, you can get Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok are all the same. It is D, just the letter D as in David, _ Beast Mode 215. Check out, I just started TikToking, by the way, so I'm learning. I had to get a tutorial from my cousin. And my Facebook is Taracya ANDRA. It's TARACYAAANDRA. Taracya ANDRA. That is also my IMDb. You can Google that and you'll find my book. My book is on Amazon. You can get it on Prime. You can still get it by Sunday for Mother's Day if you haven't gotten on something and she likes to read. But that is how you reach me. Again, I want to thank you so much for having me on the show. This is definitely fun.
Man, my appreciations to you for coming to the show. You are more than welcome. Anytime you want to come back, especially with your movie and your new book coming up, we definitely want to bring that up here on this show, man. Talk about that. So we'll have all kind of cool shit to talk about. But yes, sweetheart, I appreciate you coming on doing the show and just allowing me just to highlight you and feature you on the show, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, just allow a whole lot more people know about who you are and what you got going on. You got something real good going, and I'm a fan of it, and I want you to continue great success in all that you're doing, love. Straight up.
Thank you so much. It was like I said, it was definitely a pleasure. I feel honored to be on your show. So, enjoy your weekend, man.
I will, most certainly.
Everybody be safe out there.
Absolutely. That is my girl, Taracya. DeAndre. Sweetheart, have a good one. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we'll be talking to you soon. All right. That's it, man. We hold it down, man. Hey, Taracya, DeAndre, man, y'all give me some likes, some love for old girl right now. Coming on the show, man, talking about her book, Blind Ambitions. Yes, that book is graphic as hell, and it is so good. Go watch it. Go hear about that thing. Go check it out. I promise you, y'all will not be upset. I was not. I was not upset. That book makes you want to go do some things. You feel me? I'm keeping it real with you. I'm sorry, but that book make you want to do some things. That book make you want to open some pages up in your own book. Yeah, that thing that's serious, Doc. You want to be on my show, man? Y'all know how to hit me up. Hit me up at thefeatured.cj3@gmail. Gmail.com. If y'all want to be featured on the show, y'all want to sponsor the show, put ads on the show, hit me up, send your money to my Cash App at $RightTouchSports. Please go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. Also, please, 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 please go and donate and support the cause. Please go donate the Cash App cause right now at $RightTouchSports, PayPal, paypal.me/RightTouchCJ3, Anchor.fm/The Feature with CJ3. Please go download and watch the replays of my past Feature Fridays guests. There is a nugget of knowledge waiting for you in each conversation. Now look, normally around this time, I get into it. I get into that part where it's my song of the night. Damn it, I'm going to give it to you tonight. Okay? My song of the night, and I wish he would be watching this right now, but it's all good if he's not. This song of the night is coming to you all from my artist, who he just released his project, well, a single from his project called Power of Love, which is a song that I wrote. It's produced by my former Featured Friday guest, Freaky Neek. I got the opportunity to work with my dog, Freaky Neek, in this awesome venture. There, my artist, Justin Footman. I am so excited about this young brother. I hate that I didn't put his picture on here because y'all got to see this nigga's face. But y'all finna hear his voice more than anything, and I'm excited about it. This is a song I wrote. This is the very first song I wrote for him, and once he heard it, he was all in with me, and we've been working hard. He's been working his ass off. I can't wait till we blow up, brother, because it's gonna happen. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for trusting the process. I don't know how many people don't believe in me, but who gives a damn, because we finna make this thing happen. This is Justin Footman song, Power of Love.
After a year's
Written
absence, Maryland
by your boy CJ3. Okay. Yeah, man. This is that ordeal right here, man. This what we finna get ourselves into. We finna try to make this thing here happen.
Stand up. The Prince in the room. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. It's been too long since we've been together. My love is gone. Thought we'd be forever. Lonely nights, lonely days without you in my world. I go to work every day thinking about that girl. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. Well, I know I was wrong. I messed up forever, and I can't go back home. Gotta get my shit together. And all the nights, all the days without you in my world. I go to work every day thinking about you, girl. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah. The power of love, it ain't enough if the heart ain't in it. Oh yeah.
All right, so you know how I do it. This is my show, man. I ain't finna get into too much. I'm gonna leave y'all with my 4 things. Number one, please listen, stay smart. There's a lot of dumbass people out there. Number two, stay safe. There's a lot of dangerous ass people out there. Number three, stay smart. There's a lot of dumbass people out there. And folks, stay your ass home because there ain't too many people. want to be around your dirty asses anyway. Go get vaccinated, man. I know y'all don't know too much about that shit, but hey, it's the smartest thing, man. If you got a family, you got loved ones that can't be around that shit, man, please go get yourself vaccinated. It's all good. We in this thing together, man. I love you. It ain't too much you can do about it. We in this thing for a whole year. Can't wait for next week. Get into it. Thank you to my guest tonight, Taracya DeAndra Donald, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Thank you again for helping me put myself out there and allowing me to get my song on another movie. I got music coming for your movie too, so I hope you like them songs too. I hope y'all ready. We ain't going nowhere. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, just the age of 5, swear been a star this past life. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues, the journey I took. Y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee, straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy, cut it all off, plus some name after my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape. For my destiny awaits for me to be great, and I knew it. So a square had to show improvement. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. Just the past, present, and the future. C-squared, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, yeah.